This is TradingView. This is the VWAP. I don't understand. Everybody else caught this trade too, Anthony. Maybe you have something going on. If you have on a low time, you know, it's regular session. It's Globex, VWAP. It's like sellers are pounding it. They want to go lower. Probably flush out all the longs, stop everybody out. All right, I'm going to move over to my take profit trader account. Took an L on that one in my combine. I'll then return to value back test. News came out, screwed everything up. Probably should have flattened, but that's all right. It was it was pre-planned news, Roadrunner. You should definitely take a look at the economic calendar before you trade. It's very important. I post it in the Discord. And when you sit down at the computer, always check the news calendar. You should be, as a day trader, fully aware of all news that's coming out in the middle of your trading session. Otherwise, you know, unless you want to, you know, you don't want to look like the complete noob. There's news going on. What's happening, guys? Good. I'm giving you noob advice. Check the calendar when you sit down to trade. Tip number 1. You got that first payout? No way, Stefan. That makes third in the inner circle so far. Now, don't blow it. Take that payout, Stefan. Lock it in. Get it under your belt. Yeah, it looked like it was going to stop everybody out. All the longs made a new low. That looks like it got bought up. Let's see what happens here. Hey, thanks, AJ. Appreciate it. Mohammed, good morning. Might get the bigger rotation here. And I just passed the take profit trader evaluation. So that's, I'll have a pro one of those to trade next week. So that's good news. Good idea, Anthony. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to just stop out all these longs from here that bought, flush them all out, and then bring it up. So annoying, but it is what it is. That's what they do. This market loves to make this super difficult for everybody who's trying to catch bigger moves. All right, so I'm going to trade. I guess I'll get a new combine or something. I don't want to risk any of my profits from this week. I already got profit target and Apex top one and take profit. So I think I'll just start like a top step. So are we putting in a lower high here? Because we have this distribution, value area high, value area low. Do we continue to trade in this channel? I don't think they're making this easy for anybody. I have done that before, Mustafa. It's a lot. I've blown 20 at once too. That sucks. 20 PAs all at once. Awful. I've gotten 20K payouts on the 25Ks doing that. It's quite the wick. How big is the pullback going to be? See if we can make a higher high here. Ba-boom. It's always a good time. One trade, done. Yeah, they definitely got banned after that. I mean, if you're doing that kind of stuff, I mean, like, I don't blame Apex, to be honest with you. Like, they're trading a simulator. They're paying out millions of dollars on a guy trading a simulator. That's crazy. They take a little used to getting. They take a little bit to get used to, AJ. But once you do, you can hit your numbers a lot easier. You have to trade with a lot more precision, and that takes time and practice. Oh, nice. VI7CZ still has his Apex account from the giveaway. Love from India. Sending my love back to India. There he goes. Have the buyers re-entered the market? I don't know. Who knows? This is such a temporary upswing. We have a lot of room to carry, right? We were at what, 26.4? Man, that looks awfully toppy, huh? Imagine that's the high that we don't see again for like a year or two. Anybody remember 22? If you didn't trade through 2022, y'all know. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, we didn't even hit COVID lows then. So doubt we're going back to them now. Outside of some gigantic global bust. All right. Well, that was fun. I'm going to hey, question. If you do 1528 on a it's too late now. I already locked myself out. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll go back to my trade debate here. It's like a double top here. Might want to hit this short. Set my program's loading very, very slowly. Let's do a trader check-in. 10:18 a.m. How's everybody trading? One short. Very jumpy Dom. Be right back. It's an expensive power outage. Can't trade. Nice, VI7CZ. You have a very difficult name to refer to you, though, in the chat. So just
Reports that Democrats are set to block the new Republican proposal to end the government shutdown.
So news on Finviz. Financial news, Democrats set to block new Republican measure to reopen the government. You could trade on your laptop and tether your phone.
Looking into it, and it
You have a power bank.
most of the government through as long as January, while simultaneously passing.
I like the back test idea. It came pretty damn close though right here.
The legislative branch.
So it might have happened already, Logger.
Timing of that vote was still in doubt, with many shifting parts of the proposal still in play.
Here it comes. Oof, they got dumped on. Sellers just dumped right through that level. Wonder if it was just a flush and now it reclaims. Just to screw with everybody. Nice. Back test short was the play. Nice, Justin. Auto liquidated for hitting your daily profit. Now it goes back up. Man, this market is very trappy. Very, very trappy indeed. I'm long at 25,000. 25 points here. If he keeps going. Stop me out. Break even. I covered one. What I got. Little kitten. It's just meowing. Oh, don't press those buttons. Don't press those buttons. That's Olive. Oh, it's definitely a diddler. You want to catch it with momentum to either direction, for sure. There's so little. All right, do we try and buy this again? No, the delta looks like it's fading. So short at 90. Covered 15 points. She's looking at the DOM on my computer screen, flickering around. Yep, and it's a 38. It's almost a 100-point distribution from top to bottom. Value or high, value or low. Not even just the excess price. Oh, she's stepping on my keyboard. The other one is playing with wires down there. What could go wrong? Still looks weak. Short at 74 3/4. We could break this level. Oh man.
Commentary from EOG. We see the oil market as being oversupplied for the next couple of quarters.
Man, oh man. Come on. There goes. Have you, LJ? That's funny. Tempting to just take it here, but I feel like there's a break coming. There it goes. Yes. 150 ticks on that one. Close to 40 points short. Why do I not hear any volume? They turned down the volume on my computer. That would be why. She stepped on my. ICW2. I made it smaller so I could see more of the DOM, but it'll might be a little less blurry if I. That's probably going to be a little clearer, but I can't fit as many price levels on. All right, it's 10:30. Let's do a trader check-in. How you've been trading today? Following the plan? Following the rules? Trading well? Wheels falling off the bus? Erratic? Random? What's happening? Good. Stefan got his first payout. Is he still here? Stefan, you still here? That could be the case, Biba. Break even, but red because of commissions. Might have overtraded a bit. Well, Roadrunner volatility has stepped back into the market, so it could be a little tougher. When you're wrong, you're really wrong, and the losses might be outsized to what you might have been used to in lower volatility conditions. All right, so VIX is now up over 21. Right, when you were taking those payouts, we were probably closer to 15 on the VIX. It was much lower volatility. So I suspect you're getting caught off guard a little bit by the volatility that's re-entered the market. Good, Tim. Good opportunity to enjoy the weekend. All right, David, got in big trouble but recovered, trying to chill now. Good man. Trader Mix says no trades, 2 wiki. Understood. Manhood, profit target hit, account locked. The CVD oscillator should be back up any day. It was we have to do an update on the CVD. We resubmitted it to TradingView for approval, and that should be done literally any day now. We've expected them to come back any minute with the approval. So it's just with TradingView, should be back shortly. We've been saying that for about a week, so I think that the longer this goes, the sooner it'll be, I guess. The more likely it'll be any day. Is that how that works? All right, who's taking the Madonna? It is at 82. Long one. Got it at 90. That was nice. Got about 15 points there. Didn't quite break it though. A lot of buyers. We're waiting for it. Be right back. Oh. Now I'm going to look for the reclaim. I'm not going to buy it until it trades back above it. Looking like a bleed out. Here we go. Oh, man. Wanted more. I mean, it's kind of chopping around it, but it might be it. We can get some more serious downside after this. We'll see. It's got to reclaim that IB low. Otherwise, we can continue to bleed out. Whoosh. I mean, there was a little bounce there. If you were fast, you caught it. Otherwise, Mm. Yeah, that's been done for me. I'm just kind of fooling around now. I'm not trading an actual account. Let's see what we get. Madonna didn't work. Let's see if there's a backtest continuation short here, or there's a reclaim of the IB low. So far, it looks like a backtest short. Looks like an unfinished auction down there to me. So remember, we have Q&A this Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for premium members. Opportunity to ask whatever questions you need, go over anything you might be stuck on live. Yeah, but IB high and low can be a little different, Chuck. Yeah, ideally you want to be short up here, but it's too late. If you're not short already, now you got to look for a place to get in and manage your risk at this point.
At 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the New York.
There it goes. John, the Madonna is a trade setup. It's the after the initial balance is set, it's a rejection of the initial balance high or low. We call it the Madonna because the initial balance is being touched for the very first time. All right, Allie, thanks for joining us. Tell Mr. Allie happy birthday. Interesting wick. Rejected on the reclaim into initial balance. That would be funny. Guess what my wife's name is, Sonny? It is Chris and Chrissy. There it goes. Nice rejection there. Yeah, but is his name Chris? It makes it that much better. Come on now. Let's go to Hades now. I'm ready. I'm ready for Hades. Let's go 68. We've had some serious divergences in the delta the last couple of days. Jake, we're doing pretty good. We've had some pretty good calls. It's been a little tricky, but not too bad. Now things are very slow. Yeah, sit out for the first. I think I'm going to make that a rule moving forward for me for a while. First 15 minutes, Ixnay on the trade A's. Ixnay on the raids Tay. You know everybody's trying to buy this. Aid tray. It's raid Tay. Raid Tay. Ixnay on the raid Tay. Igpay Attenlay. Here goes. Go, go, go. Come on, man. This thing is like molasses. It's really not. We've dropped like 40 points in the last 6 minutes, but that's all right. I go over all the settings in the master class. I haven't changed them.
Bank of England's MPC pill asked about removal of careful for BOV's gradual and careful language, says it should not be over-interpreted.
It's probably a big short covering here. Once this short gets out of the way, covering, more down we go. Still got one more. AIDS tray. Yes. Ed. So Ed says, when someone calls you Chris in public, do you both turn your heads? So absolutely. The worst is when I'm like with her family and her family calls her Chris for short. That's really confusing. Now there's no good entry points here, guys. There's not much to do here. Gold is in a distribution. This is a cluster as well. No real clean trading here. It's making lower lows and lower highs. You know, this could be a good short on gold right here. Yeah, old as shit. NQ, there it goes. Consumer sentiment nears lowest level ever as worries build over shutdown per CNBC. Whoa. Are we in trouble?
10 seconds.
AMR, when you find consistency, there's never going to be a perfect time AMR because, it's always going to be less emotional to trade in a simulator versus real account. But once you have a good understanding of the system, the setups and execution, I would suggest moving into a combine or like an evaluation account with a prop firm before doing a live cash account. Because that's going to limit your losses and mitigate your loss to whatever you spend on the evaluation with a little more skin in the game and a little more feel for live market conditions without risk of loss, a big risk of loss. No, David, we don't pull. I didn't get asked, Chuck. I don't know who they asked, but I certainly wasn't asked. My consumer confidence has been low for years, the lowest it's been my entire life. So here we are. I absolutely don't know how a majority of people are getting by. It's quite scary. When it costs $50 to go out for a hamburger for two people, I feel like we're in trouble. That's just my personal opinions getting in the way of things.
We have posted links to the New York Fed survey of consumer
Yeah, it's a for sure a problem brewing. But we've been saying this for years. Like, how long can we kick the can down the street? I guess, we can keep kicking this can in ad infinitum before there's a blow up of some sort. I have a really hard time being invested heavily in growth equities. I'm just so bearish overall. Even through an epic bull market, still a very conservative investor. Yeah, Kevin's crazy. I'm not a, I'm not in, I do very well for myself. I'm not a consumer. I don't just buy stuff. It's just not my thing. I'm not into material. I mean, I like having nice things, but also I'm not stuck in that trap of just mindlessly buying stuff. Yeah, Roadrunner, good thing to be mindful of. So when you know we're getting trend days, you might want to put your foot on the brake or adjust your trading for that day. Ed, I agree. I take on a lot of risk every day as a trader, so I like having a lot of my assets in more secure things like real estate and conservative investments. I think it's a great irony, to be honest. I mean, I do buy stuff, but I'm not like, I'm invested, but not like, I have a lot in bonds. I have a lot in dividend stocks. Like in this down day, my portfolio is actually up points, spot 2%. Yeah, I'm mostly dividend stocks and ETFs. Big hedge against down corrections, but also my upside is limited as well. And I'm okay with that. It just grows slowly over time. But, we've been down, what, 3% over the last 2 days, and it's barely down. These are my long term investments, Mustafa. These are things I intend to hold for long periods of time 5, 10, 20 years. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. I will. I mean, I guess that's possible, Ali. We'll see when it gets here. Anything can happen. We're just bleeding out. Does seem like there's some buyers down here, but
Russell 2000 index hits over 7-week level, now down 1.2%.
Russell's down 7-week low. $7.96 pivot on ES or on Q. Now, when they come, they're going to come ferociously. And it's not just going to be dip buyers, it's going to be shorts covering. All right, Bruce. Thank you. We'll be on Sunday. Next level. And it's pretty far. We're at a point of control right here. Maybe 750. Then 666. The mark of the beast. The NQ beast. Sorry, I'm not more entertaining, but there's not much to do here. Gold reclaimed VWAP, right? But still trading in a distribution. This is just bleeding out, going short. You could try and look for shorts. You know, every little pop comes with more selling. So that's kind of the move right now. You know, just get in on the ask. And then more selling. Scalp it. Just don't get squeezed. So we had a pretty good week. If you didn't have a good week, it's time to get back to studying this weekend and figure out why. If you're not journaling and you're not looking at your trades and understanding why you didn't do well, you're never going to get better. You're not going to grow. You're going to keep making the same mistakes because we don't have the memory or the ability to call into mind the mistakes we make over the course of multiple days of trading. It has to be documented, it has to be journaled, and it had to be reviewed. If you're not doing that, you're just showing up and playing hobbyist pickup games. I hate to be blunt, but it's true. If you're not putting in that kind of work, you're having fun at the online casino. You need to figure out what you're doing, why you're doing it, what's working and what's not. And until you're doing that type of work, you're just going to keep spinning your wheels. Edge comes from reviewing your trades, understanding what's work, adapting to market conditions, and capitalizing on the edge when it presents itself in the market. The system helps you do that, but the system alone isn't enough. You need to be able to execute it with discipline, without hesitation, react to the structure, trade the setups, learn to read the structure. And then once you have those things down, the principles and the setups, then you need to be able to execute well. Manage your risk, take profits at logical areas, and compound. And that's okay, Roadrunner. That's a normal feeling. If you feel like you're just randomly trading or seeing what sticks, you're probably in a bit of an emotional dysfunction, right? You have to reel it in. You have to start journaling, start coming into the trading day with a plan. And I mean that with like absolute sincerity. If I ever sound like I'm being insensitive, I'm not. But a big part of helping you get better is telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. There's no hype and fluff here. It's just the reality of trading. I was told a long time ago, somebody that wants to help you is going to tell you what you need to hear, regardless of how it makes you feel. If somebody is simply just telling you what they want you, what you want to hear, they're helping themselves, not you. I like pickup games too, Jody, but pickup games generally cost, they don't make you money. So you have to decide if you're here for entertainment or to make money. I think eventually it can be both, Jake. Eventually, but not with a lot of work up front. Yeah, if you put it that way, sure. I guess it's not fun losing, but it's a part of the business. It's not fun journaling trades, but you got to do it. Everybody likes to trade. Nobody likes to journal. I've never heard one person say, "Yeah, I look forward to my journaling app." Nobody likes that. That's the actual real work. That sucks that nobody likes to do, but it's the big differentiator from those who finally develop an edge and those that don't. All right, Roadrunner, thanks for stopping by. Have a good Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I think I'm going to wrap it up here too, guys. Okay, yeah, price action is good. We'll use price action theories here and concepts, but it's incomplete. There's a lot more going on than just price action on the charts. We implement volume data and auction market theory concepts to help fill out the picture. And, we're not at odds with price action whatsoever. This trading system is nicely married with price action concepts. All right, guys, I'm going to be away this weekend. It's my son's 14th birthday, so I'll be a little more inactive on the stream, not on the stream, on the Discord this weekend. So help each other out with questions. Be sure to do your studying, your journaling this weekend. Okay. If you do have questions, hit up the Discord. I will check it here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to be out of pocket this weekend celebrating at Universal Studios. We will be back Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have our live Q&A. If you're in the premium Discord, that is in the classroom for you guys. If you're a free member, you can grab that with a free trial. Come join us. Absolutely free. Yeah, Aka. Is it Acha or Aka? I don't know. Acha. Come join us regardless. It's free for the first week. So you'll get a lot of information. If you want to stick around, great. If not, no big deal. Nothing risked whatsoever. Entirely free for a week. If you enjoy it, awesome. If you're finding value, great. Stick around. It's $49 a month. No contract. Cancel as you please. No problemo. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for trading with me this week. I hope you had a good week. We'll be back at it next week, Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. for the New York Open. I think Tuesday is Veterans Day. The market might be closed that day. We'll see. But we'll be back at it Monday. And then on YouTube, we'll be going live at 10 a.m. Everybody, if you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp. Okay, it's a little bit of a funky market this week with the volatility stepping back in. If you're in the premium, be sure to join the voice channel as you could trade with your other traders on the VWAP Wave System. Share your mic, share your screens, collaborate, analyze the market, look for setups, and learn from each other. All right, guys, have a wonderful Friday. Enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you guys on Sunday or Monday.